Hello and welcome back to Reborn with Michael Watson. I'm so pleased to be back chatting with you guys today. I've had a little break. I've been going full all in with my meditations, and it's an amazing feeling. I'm going to talk about that in another video coming up soon. But in this first video, I wanted to help some older guys out there. I wanted to explain how I was able to stop male pattern baldness or hair loss with meditation. So I wanted to talk about that. So many years ago, I was first introduced to Dr. Joe through his book, You Are the Placebo. At the time, I'd read a book by Bruce Lipton as well. Oh my gosh, what is the name of that book now? It's just left my mind. But he was talking in that book about how your thoughts can affect your genes, and it was very scientific. And they had a very similar background, and I just loved that idea because at the time was when I was going through some quite anxious times in my life. Career-wise and everything was about to kick off, but I was just left on hold waiting for everything. And in that time, I started to really become conscious of potential hair loss and everything like that, and it really hit me and got me. And so I was reading loads of books on how you can control your genetic expression, because at the end of the day, like they say, is male pattern baldness is or hair loss. Some hair losses, especially for men, is genetic. So I was like, well, if I can change my gene expression, then I can change how my body responds to that. Now, the interesting, I was noticing that potential loss happening, with changes in my hairline and so on, from when I was a 16-year-old guy. But guys out there, if you are worrying, men's hairlines do change naturally once they reach a certain age. Some men's do go back and then never go back any further. But I decided to take leadership on this, and I started reading You Are the Placebo. So how I did it was I read that book, and I really started to understand and get in my mind that actually I can have an effect on my body and how my genes are upregulated, and how they express themselves. You see, the thing is actually what has been scientifically proven now through epigenetics and stuff like that, is that the environment can have an effect on the cell more than even the perceived environment, may I say, the way you react to your environment, right? So if you're there thinking to yourself, oh man, I'm going bald, you're getting stressed, worried, doubt, fear, you're actually signaling those genes to start expressing themselves even more. So what I'm trying to get you here is like we talk on this channel all the time, you have to ignore your three-dimensional reality, right? Now, some of you out there who are experiencing hair loss, may absolutely be fine with it, and that's absolutely fine. You see, the thing is loving yourself is the most important thing, whether you've got all the hair or no hair. But I'm just talking to those guys out there who are at, the beginning stages, who are maybe like, look, I need to do this. You see, I think there's the potential to fully regrow a full head of hair. Yeah, of course there is. If we're talking about law of attraction, quantum mechanics and physics, all of this stuff, that we have the way we perceive our life affects our reality, then yeah, I do believe that. But I think sometimes it's hard for people to do that because they have such an emotional reaction to this thing. You see, like many guys out there that I know, it is a very emotional thing to think, and you lose to think that your hair is about to go, and you lose a lot of sense of power and a sense of feeling. So anyone out there, right, I'm gonna outlay what I did. So look, I just was saying to myself here, look, I want to make this change. And one of the major things was I started to do meditations, 40 minutes. And I used to just envisage that hair growing so well and healthy. And I used to send so much love to the hair that I had. And I absolutely just started to express gratitude for everything that I felt around that subject, So I was changing my energy from one of fear to one of gratitude. And so what I did there, and funny enough, I started to feel energy flow to that area of my head. And when that energy flowed there and I felt that, I truly believed that it was the hair being fed and growing and everything working out really well. And I think I did that for a while, and it took a long time because I still had the fears and doubts. And even to this day, sometimes I have a little check now and then. But I have lost, and I think this is the key point that I want everyone out there who's going to sort of ask questions about this. it's the lack of energy you put into the perceived thing that you're worried about. So when that loses all emotional charge and you stop fearing it, and it stops bringing that anxious feeling to you, you're then going to start to see changes, because actually you forget about it. You could apply this to anything: relationships, money, all of it, you know. So if you're there thinking to yourself, oh, I'm so worried about it, you've not quite overcome yourself. So what you need to do is overcome it, lose all feeling of worry, doubt and fear, and just start to accept that what you've put in the energy into has made you worthy to receive what you want. So I started to do that, and actually I just forgot about it. I forgot that I'd even put it in there, and it's only when I started to revisit this work in real depth that I realised that I had done that. You see, I'm nearly 35 now. Well, nearly, you know, next May I'm 35. When I was getting all these fears and doubts, I was 24, and in 10 years and my hair hasn't changed. And everyone says, well, when you hit 30, it's going to go rapid. Hasn't done anything. So what I'm suggesting to you guys out there is just start to send the energy, change your feelings around that subject. Look into meditations. If this is the first video you've ever seen on this subject, you need to subscribe to this channel. Comment below, have any of you been able to stop hair loss in your world? Have any of you been able to create other wonderful things in your life? I'm really intrigued. If you're new to this, comment below, ask any questions. I will guide you on the way. I recommend reading books like from Bruce Lipton and Dr. Joe Dispenza. I also recommend that you just really take your mind off the subject as much as possible. If you can't help but see in the mirror the reality that it is going or gone, then we need to just stop. We need to stop looking in the mirror so often. Basically, you need to stop creating a feeling of high stake emotions in the direction of the thing you don't want. You want to send that feeling of high stake emotions to the thing that you do want. So the feeling of gratitude, the body doing exactly what it needs to do to feed and grow your hair, everything working out perfectly for you, feeling good, feel like you look amazing, love the way you look, and say to yourself, I love you, I appreciate every hair on my head, I love the way I look great, I'm just a great person. And you know, all of these things, and then after a while you need to let it go and trust. It's like, guys, you know, anyone who asks me, I'm trying to create this and that, after a while you need to learn that it's time for me to let go. So if you found this video helpful, please do like, share and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, you can become a member or you can donate to the channel below. If you want to learn more about this, make sure to comment below and I'll start making more videos of more details of how I did this whole process. Thank you so much and have a great day, guys.